come back. Lastly, on my side, how then can we reduce or totally eradicate the scourge of ritualism in Nigeria?
Well,
it is indeed worrisome.
I think there are a lot of things that can be done.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I would consider the people themselves.
Yeah.
Now, we as humans need to get more vigilant. We as a people need to also, both the person, we are all victims.
Exactly.
There is no specific person that cannot be considered. So we have to be our brother's keeper, religious or not. Being our brother's keeper is about being human. Humanity should be considered. So we should also have stricter rules. Our political leaders need to understand that there are stricter laws that are needed to curb these things. And then stricter enforcement. If we have stricter enforcement, we would see better results. And then we also need uncompromising, trustworthy, and reliable security agencies, whereby you know that if you report a crime, you know that that crime will be treated. If you know you report something that you consider requiring investigation, it will be investigated. A working system whereby people can actually get protection from the police and other security agencies. Then we also have the laws. People understanding that there are laws that can actually cause for people to be imprisoned or killed for indulging in such activities. Not necessarily even you killing, even you partaking. The laws allows for conspiracy for people who partake in it, not necessarily you doing it. Ordinarily, even someone driving, the person who does it is already an accessory to the
one the police
crime.
will call betting and
aiding and abetting.
Aiding and abetting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you have aided and abetted the
yes.
person in committing a crime,
Yeah.
so you are as well a principal offender. So I think those things are important. Then I think personal reactions, how we react to things that come up. You see a thing that is wrong. If our value system has gotten to the point where we address things that are wrong, it makes it easy. It means if something is seen as wrong, and our cultural views, our moral views, our societal views that that thing is wrong, we all call it out as wrong, rather than some people celebrating it,
exactly.
while some people are actually cautioning it, and there's a divide, then it will still prevail. Then I think it's also necessary that we have a people system, like I said, humanity, a people system whereby people can actually report suspicions. If someone sees something that is suspicious, the person is kept under, they call it witness protection policy in some countries. If someone sees something suspicious, he reports. Not the one that you report and then your information is made public. And then even if it's false,
and your identity is revealed.
Even if it's false or true, people that are in support would support you. People that are against will come for you, and thereby causing for people to withdraw in trying to report these things. So I think we should also have a system that allows people legitimately report. And when these reports are made, a system whereby there is investigation, not criminalization.
Exactly.
Why I said investigation, not criminalization, is because from my professional understanding, I have seen when simple cases are criminalized just by you reporting. We consider it malicious prosecution in our climb, but
that is not good.
It's actually something that can actually be genuine. Someone sees something, suspects something, and the person can report.
Yeah.
When the person reports, you consider it, you look at it, that is it true, is it possible? Now check, and if you see that the person actually did commit the crime, then the person has led you to the crime. If you see that the person did not commit a crime, then you understand that the person was being a good citizen. That's how it should be. So it all boils down to our system, we as a person. Then the parents, I think the parents need to speak more to their children. The parents need to try to imbibe good cultures in the children so that they understand that these things are not right and that it's a sweeter way to lose than to win. Because it's not a win-win situation, it's a lose-lose situation. There's no win-win in it.
At all.
At all. You more or less are bargaining for you to do something unconscionable, something lacking in humanity, just for your personal gains. If our children and our parents themselves are made to understand that humanity comes first, caring for your neighbor comes first, the two simple law of love yourself and love your neighbor would apply.
Bringing in empathy.
The way you treat yourself is the way you treat others. So if you know that you treat others the way you treat yourself, I'm sure it will apply to everybody, and love would help curb these things.
So I just said that to add to what you have said, you also mentioned some of them. I say put our system in place, sensitization and strong advocacy in schools. Because these students, some of them are real students, some are still in school. We're seeing the teenagers now, 14 years, 16, 17. There. So if schools can really, hammer on all these things, compromise refusal on the part of the uniform men, sometimes they encourage them. When they even get the money for all those that do Yahoo and all, they bribe them and they shut up their mouth. This is also a way of encouraging them to continue in this, So if everybody, like I said earlier, will have a role to play in this matter, it's for everybody. I would say, who is to blame? Everybody needs to be blamed. So we need to, if I be cautious of what I do, what I say, and you're cautious of what you do, what you say, I think it flows down. So that empathy we mentioned is very, very key. We need to do to people, treat people how we want them to treat us. Like I said earlier, those saying, bring your girlfriend. I said that girlfriend is precious. It's a precious daughter to somebody. It's a precious sister to another boy like you. And you say, kill to get money. And you are saying with all impunity, no fear, even showing your face, you didn't even mask. That's what is going, nothing is going to happen. This is very, very unfair. Too bad, as a young man. So these are things. We should have that feeling, that love you mentioned now should be put in place. Let's have value for human like us. Money is not everything. Even when you get that money, they say, so what am I going to do with all this money? We also here in Western world, so many people that commit suicide in Western world are people that have money, enough money. But they feel that what's all this again? So they still lack something. That love is still very, very important. Please, those of you hearing me, let's do away with this. If your son gets money that you don't like, ask your son, what are you doing? How do you get this money? Not me too, I want to feel big, especially we mothers. I want to wear lace so like other women too, not be me. They didn't want me to come and suffer to let them go. No. You're leading your son or your daughter to early grave. Please, let's be cautious, especially parents. And you to yourself know that this is wrong. We'll take a break and I'll come back and enter question and answer session. Vivid View, say and do it.
My name is Blessing. My question is, how do you help youth that are in ritual practice already to put an end to it?
I'm Ibrahim Fridaus. My question is, how can failed parents retrace their steps?
This is Vivid View.